What's up guys, Squizzlemons here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make an outro for your YouTube videos. So basically, I'm just going to click out of this. So here's an example. This is basically my outro that I have currently. So I have my little logo here, two over here, and we have the text and the little, like thumbnails for my videos and subscribe button and social media links. So yeah, so then the background is just some lemons, so yeah, it's nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a background, or not a background, an outro for Killer Spoons. So as you can see, this is the end result. I'm gonna show you guys how to make this if it's complicated, but it's not really. It's really easy. So yeah, this looks really. So yeah, this looks really good. So I'm just gonna show you guys how to make it. I have all the little individual pictures here, so I guess I'll just X out of this. Don't need that no more. Alright. So file, open. There's our file here. I'm just gonna move this over. I guess it's not a problem. Alright, so basically what we want to start out by doing is getting our text. At least our jeez. Okay. So you want to make sure we have our right text. We need about 2 text fonts. You guys can use any text font of your choice. So but while I'm getting the text, this background is a little spoon background here. I just found on Google Images for them. That's where I find most of these images. But alright, so hey, we have this font here. So Killer of, why did I space that? Alright, Killer of Spoons. So we have that, so we're just gonna use our little move tool, and then we're gonna position that up here in the corner where we want it. This probably isn't gonna be crap. Blech, I done goofed up. This isn't gonna be exactly like that last picture was, but I'm gonna try to make it close. So I think that's good. So I can just kind of put that on right there in the left corner, and then we can go right click the layer and go to blending options, click on gradient overlay, and then you can use the gradients of your choice. As you can see, this is my gradient color, but his is right here. This is like one of the presets, the blue and yellow. So just click OK. Then I usually use my blending styles. I usually use a drop shadow, gradient overlay, and then a stroke to get this little nice effect here. And then you hit OK, and then boom. So the next thing we want to do is I guess we can type out the social media links. So we want to get our other text here. I can do it here also. Alright, we want the print clearly. Then we can do then we can do the Twitter and the Facebook. Just write Twitter and then write at KILEROFSPONS. Then you just write Twitter at Killer Spoons, and then you just size it down with the move tool while holding shift, I should say, if I forgot to mention that. And the reason why you hold shift is it keeps the resolution, so then it doesn't look all messed up, doesn't look half bad. Alright, so I believe I can make it that size. I put it up here, leave a little room, make it big so everyone can see it. I just make it a little bit bigger, so, or not a little bit bigger, I'll leave room here for the Facebook, because that's longer. And then we do the same thing, just with Facebook. Then you do Facebook, then com/killerspins. And then you do the same thing. You move it, and I would just want to point one thing out right now. The reason why I used one thumbnail over here, the reason why I used this thumbnail over here instead of having like two thumbnails on like each side to show off two videos or whatever, is basically because he only has that one video uploaded. So if he had more, then I would do that, but for now you can just do that. I'm just gonna do that. So alright, so we're gonna see how that looks. I'm gonna size it down a bit more. I think to about there is fine, right? No, a bit more. And then when you hit enter, it will make that. Alright, so that's about size. Good enough. I need to lower it, so it's at least like that. Not like that, but there you go. Alright, so that's good enough for now. And then we'll do the same blending options as we did before. Click on gradient, change the gradient color. Then do a drop shadow and a stroke, and hit OK. And do the same for the Twitter. What you could do is to not have to change it each time. It's just click make default, and then that color will stay default. But I don't want to do that because I need it to stay on this color. So, but you have to save time. You guys could do that. But alright, so we got the social media links. Now we just need to get the little thumbnail and the subscribe button and the text up here under the above the thumbnail, and the little picture, little spoon picture here. This little spoon thing I found off Google Images. I like it because it's kind of like a little animated, and it has the nice color scheme, the yellow and blue, that goes along with this picture. So, alright. So the next thing is the thumbnail, which you just click the move tool, click on that, and drag it out here, and then you can put it back up here. You can put it back up on the wheel. Alright, so you basically just adjust this to whatever size you want it, but I suggest adjusting it to a YouTube thumbnail size, like making it kind of big. Then I'll make it a little bit smaller, but you can make it whatever size. You guys can make it whatever size you want. And then I would click enter, and then I would move it about here. And then I'd also use blending options on that. But what I would use is just do a drop shadow and a stroke, so it gets a little nice box effect. You can't really see because that's on there, but oops. Get a little nice box effect, and the shadow drops, and it all looks nice. So basically, one of the last things you want to do, well, just put, and then you just type L, just type in the latest video. So you just type in latest video or last video click on last week's video or whatever you want to write. If you have more than one video, like 2, you'd probably type in recent videos, or you just type in whatever. But right now I'm just going to type in, for this example, just type in latest video. So but this isn't as advanced outro making. This is just making it really simple, easy, and fast, and it looks nice. So alright, so I think that's good for the text. But I mean, if you really wanted to be precise with it, then you could still, you know, just make it as precise as you want. But we're kind of doing this fast, so get the gradient, overlay, and stroke. It's basically the same 3 settings. Crap, I don't think I hit OK. I think I hit the X. Sorry guys. Okay. Alright, there you go, and you can see the latest video. So the last 2 things we have to do is put our subscribe button and put our little logo here. It's not really a logo, just put a little spin thing there. And one thing I want to point out is when all you have to do is just you put this picture in your editor at the end of your video, in your video editor or whatever editor you have, and then on YouTube you can put in the little thumbnail for this, and then or not the thumbnail, the annotation, the spotlight annotation for the video, and then the spotlight annotation for the subscribe button, or whatever else you may have. So next thing we'll put in is the subscribe button. And what you guys want to have, if you want, is you can have music at the end. Just put the music over the picture and it'll just play music at the end, as most people have it. But you want to look at royalty free music, so you don't get copyrighted for this, for your outro, which would kind of suck. Alright, so we're just going to put the subscribe button down here in the little corner now. So just use your move tool and hold shift as always, and make it about as big as you want. Make it about this big. Make it about that big. Then hit enter, and then what I usually do, if you want to get the center, just put this, just make sure that this is I kind of put it at the corner, and then at the top of this corner, and then you just go, and then you move it till about the middle, which is somewhere around there, and then you do the same blending options as I did for the thumbnail, drop shadow and a stroke, and then you got a nice little subscribe box. There we go. Get a nice little subscribe box, and then the last thing you would add in is the little spoon animation. That back on there, and go back to this, and then you would just put that over there. Just make this as big as you want. I don't know how big that is, but yeah, that's too big. Too big. I'll make it about this big. See, let's make it a little bit smaller so these little things don't go through the picture. You could put it like there, but and then just position that where you want. Then you just go to blending options and put a drop shadow. Don't need a gradient, and just put a stroke. You'll see that make that a little bit better. And then there you go, guys. That's basically how you make an outro for free in Photoshop. Well, it's gonna be for free, but that's how you make an easy, simple outro in Photoshop for yourself. So yeah, guys, if you guys enjoy, then please put on that like button down below, and if you're not already, please do subscribe for more how-to tutorials, let's plays, videos, achievement guides, whatever. So have a good day. Have a good day, guys. Bye. See ya. Sorry guys, one thing I forgot to mention is basically when you're done with your file, what you want to do is you want to save this layer or this picture just go to File, Save As, name it what you want, make sure it's a JPEG file down there in the drop down box, hit save, then click OK, and then once you do that, keep Photoshop open and delete this thumbnail layer out. Just right click it wherever it is in the layer list, and then just right click delete layer, so then it looks like this. And then you want to save this also, so then you can edit this thumbnail later for any other video that you want. So basically you just file, save as, name it whatever you want, and then make sure it's a JPEG file, then hit save, and then hit OK, like that. So yeah guys, have a good day. Bye.